My name is Chelsea Rowe. Welcome to CraftChat at Florida CraftArt. Today I'm here with Kimberli Cummings, a ceramicist based in Tampa, Florida. She started working in ceramics at Tampa's clay factory and quickly found the opportunity to study with local potters Paul Soldner, Peter Voulkos, Robert Piepenberg, and Rudy Autio. She learned Majolica glaze decoration from Linda Arbuckle, including detailed line work and wax resist. She was featured on HGTV's That's Clever and was awarded a Hillsborough County Individual Arts Council grant in 2016, allowing her to convert part of her home into a full-time clay studio. Tell me a little bit about yourself as an artist.
Well, I was an actor since I was about 3 years old. I started doing theater when I was 8 and joined the union, AFTRA, and SAG when I was 15, and just thought that was what I was supposed to be doing and wanted to do the rest of my life. And I went to Los Angeles and I did that and met and worked with unbelievable people. I won't name drop, just unbelievable people that I still go, I got to work with these people. But I really was in a sad marriage and I wanted to bring my kids back to Tampa where I had family support. And my mom was a talent agent here in Tampa. And I knew that she would watch the kids if I had to, make a living. So it took a long time, but I finally got to the point where I thought I could get divorced. And there was a sign, and I've told this a million times, but the clay factory said, you've always wanted to take classes here. And I'm like, I think I have. So I signed up thinking that I was just going to go in there and get some healing and touch clay. Oh, I was a hand model. So I never played in dirt when I was a little girl. I'm an only child and I acted like one. And so, I picked daisies. So for me, it was like, I need to do something out of the box for me. And just digging my hands in clay one day with Kim Kirchman at Clay Factory, I just went, I don't know what happened, but the sign was right and I'm supposed to be here. And I never stopped. I just kept learning. I love workshops and studying and meeting all different potters from around the world. And so they've all helped me change my path. And I am so impassioned to connect with people. And if I can't connect with a million people, I can make a piece and hope that somehow it ends up on their table or on their dresser or in a gift box.
Right. And in a way, especially making vessels, and it's something that's so made by hand, as you're kind of holding it, like when someone else holds it in a way, they're kind of like holding you too. So, speaking of using your hands, all that stuff, can you walk me through your process? Do you, when you get started, do you work more intuitively or do you have a set plan?
I mostly work on the wheel, but this is a typical red clay, one firing, whoops, the light is so bad, sorry. One firing piece that I hand built. And these are, I always, have to leave some place to let you know, here's my clay body.
Right.
So I either work on the wheel, I always work on the wheel. And then if I am still in the studio and I have energy left, I will roll out the clay that I just used immediately because it's still kind of fresh. And I'll make a butter dish or a platter or serving dish. And I do that about 4 or 5 times a week. I'm in the studio. And I like to kind of work in wet clay because it's dirty. And then I go through a couple weeks of that. And then when I fire everything, I glaze it with white glaze, which is behind me. And then it goes from the dirty studio to the clean studio upstairs. And then I have everything pretty pristine up here until I'm ready to do surface design.
What inspires so many aspects of your work? Your very illustrative line work that you use, but also what inspires you, like what keeps you focused while you're working?
My garden, I do a lot of fauna, floral, bumblebees, dragonflies, ants, ladybugs, and I do them because they sit on my finger.
Right.
We have 11 species of birds in the backyard, and I just live in a little neighborhood. It's just that the birds know that I'm in love with them, and I think they feel that energy, and they've learned to trust me over the years, decades.
Who are some of your biggest inspirations as far as you mentioned your, who you learned from, but as far as, maybe not necessarily ceramicists or maybe musicians or.
No, I appreciate that question. Roberto Lugo is a wonderful, amazing man, potter, maker, sculptor, and he inspires me daily. He tells stories on his pots. I do too. Yann Weymouth is a huge inspiration to me. I can't believe I can say this, but he and Susana are also my friends, the coolest friends in the whole world. He and I am Pei, I mean, they have created miracles from their head to the pencil, to paper, to ground, to create buildings and art within architecture. And look at the Dali Museum and the Grand Louvre in Paris. Just people don't understand that he lives here. Our family, our community, he and Susana, a huge art supporter. But my most favorite thing is making commission pieces, personalized pieces with wedding dates, and I paint venues where they were married and the dress and suit that they had on dancing, or their dogs are their best man. I have dinosaurs going on a piece right now for a surprise. I hope no one's watching. I do like sharing with people that don't know me or haven't seen my work or other potters' work, just to know that it is such a cool thing that I start with dirt, clay from the ground. I create it into something that graces your table. And then you nourish yourself with that piece, with your food. And you get to wash it and put it away in a special place to you, and take it out and start again the next day. And to know that every second of work on that piece, a coffee mug every morning, a cereal bowl, a family pasta bowl, a sangria pitcher, a big platter, whatever, every minute that I spend on that piece, I give myself to it, not in an egotistical way. I give myself freely and gracefully as possible to that piece. And I am emotional when it goes to a home. It's like, oh my God, I just want you to know that I left as much me in there as I could, the happy parts of me. So may you have joy each day.